Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Indy, and today we're going to be reviewing Bent Oak Island. Bent Oak Island is a classic point-and-click adventure game about twins Sam and Archer, who are off for the summer visiting their uncle on the island. The once hotspot for tourists is now a shell of its former self, thanks to a mysterious fire that ravaged the town. 15 years later, our young travelers have nothing better to do than try and uncover what happened that fateful day, and possibly much more. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not very good at these point-and-click puzzle games, but that doesn't discourage me, because the more I play them, the more I learn that I actually quite like them. Now, Bent Oak Island doesn't give us the character movement or animation like something like Norco or Unusual Findings, but I found the dialogue and story entertaining. And while you don't get much in character movement, as everything on screen is pretty much, screen to screen in this one, there are plenty of characters to sink your teeth into. You'll be following the same formula most of these point-and-click games give you, while trying to figure out what you need to do to progress you to the next area. The puzzles in the game are well thought out and for the most part fairly straightforward. There was a couple that had me stumped for a little bit though, I will say that. That's safe in the cheese factory and the library area made me facepalm after I figured it out. So yeah, those were a doozy. And it's not so much figuring it out as it's just talking to everyone and paying attention to your surroundings very well. Seriously, if you get stumped, there might be a piece of dialogue you miss that'll help you out and progress, or just something that you really need to look for. You can practically have all the items that you need as well as in your inventory, and one of those items that just might help you, with a line of dialogue or something to progress through the game. So basically, talk to everyone and pretty much everything, click on it. You'll also need to match up items that you have in your inventory, so to try and combine them and see if they work together, and that might help you progress with your puzzle. I will say that while I've had a lot of fun with Bent Oak Island, hasn't really been my favorite point-and-click adventure so far. It provided a lot of laughs and some really cool Easter egg moments. The humor in the game is great, and it has Alf in it. So not the actual Alf, but you'll see when you see it. It's really cool to find all these little fun drops in the game, and it adds a nice extra layer to what's already a pretty fun experience. And then you have the music, which is surprisingly really good. I feel like you have to have that with these type of games. And kudos to the dev here, because it's pretty fantastic. Now, while there are a lot of good things about the game, there were a few issues that made me ask why. For instance, there was a part in the game when I needed to use a long object on a vending machine, and I knew that's what I had to do, but it wouldn't let me do it. And I tried it over and over again, wondering what in the heck I was doing wrong. Well, it just so happened that I was using the item on the vending machine. I was clicking on it, like I thought you should do, because that's what you had to do. But in actuality, you had to hold it right over the actual hole of the vending machine at the bottom. And it was like, come on, really? Perhaps I'm being a little nitpicky here, but clicking on the actual vending machine itself kind of felt like it should trigger you solving the puzzle, Then there was a point in the game where a character was being a jerk, and I was like, I don't want to talk to him, and he was like, I don't want you to talk to me, and my character was like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you, I don't like you. And so my character was basically like, yeah, screw that guy, I hate him, so I avoided the guy. And it turns out that I had to talk to him because he had some important dialogue that helped me progress through the game. And I wasted a ton of time because, the game literally directed me away from talking to him. Again, nitpicking, perhaps, I don't know, but it was annoying. Anyways, probably the only issues that I had with the overall game, just minor stuff like that. The game itself is fun. The graphics, they are very basic, simple. It has a basic look to it. The game itself, talk, interact commands, most of the point and click that you have in the games, that's what you use here. So it's not really reinventing anything. But it's still a fun, solid, good game. I enjoyed Bent Oak Island quite a bit. It was fun. It helped reassure me that I do indeed have a good time with these point-and-click adventure games. This one is pretty basic in the way it looks and controls. It's well-rounded though, with funny dialogue, a mysterious story, and some really good music. I mean, you mix in all the nostalgia that you get, and you have a nice recipe that any fan of the genre should enjoy sinking their teeth into. Thank you so much for watching the review. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Sorry that I've gotten a little tongue-tied in this one. I have a little catch in my throat today, and so it's making it a little hard to record this right now. But anyways, yeah, I enjoyed Bent Oak Island. It's a lot of fun. Oh, I mean, it's a good point-and-click adventure game, and I'm surprised that I'm actually starting to like these games a lot more than I used to. I mean, I wouldn't even give them a time of day beforehand, and now I'm enjoying them. They're fun. They can be challenging with the puzzles and stuff. This one there's a few in there that really stumped me, and I was like, man, okay, all right. But as you progress through the game and the story, it's funny, and all the little characters that you run into, they're funny, and the dialogue it's well written. So yeah, check it out. I think if you enjoy these type of games, you'll probably enjoy it quite a bit. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.